Guys, Traxxas has released the 8S XRT race truck. Okay, this thing is built with all kinds of X-Max level parts. Possibly some of them are X-Max parts. I'm going to get into the finer details as best I can tell at this point in time right now. Let's go. So Traxxas has took a little bit from the Sledge and the X-Max and made this. It does not have a metal chassis. It's got an X-Max style composite chassis. One of the biggest things you have on your basher trucks with metal chassis is you bend them. Well, the X-Max has a great reputation for durability. I mean, like really, right? So what they've done is you look at the side profile of this, they basically made it like a big overgrown sledge. Okay, yeah, it's going to be awesome. Let's dig deeper. The shocks are an X-Max style shock, but they're a little bit shorter. Why? Because the XRT is more of a race truggy and it doesn't need all that much shock. The bulkheads, front and rear on this thing, are very similar to the X-Max design because it pretty much has X-Max driveline in this thing. Now, it's been reinforced, so it should hold everything together better than what the X-Max can do. The ESC, motor, and servo are pretty much taken right out of an X-Max. Now, the ESC, as I understand it, has a little bit of adjustment on the programming, and the motor has got a big, giant heat sink and dual fans. So, yeah, I'm kind of wondering what gears this thing is pushing, huh? This thing's going to be awesome. Lots of cooling. I love the heat sink and fan design. I really do. The body design has actually got air inlets for cooling. That's beautiful to see. Cooling is a major issue, especially in the warmer days of the summer and spring and fall and even some winter here in Florida. The chassis comes apart very similar to what the X-Max does. You know, it just has three parts that come out. The steering servo comes in under the bottom, just like the regular X-Max does, and it appears to be the same servo. They did rearrange the bell crank a little bit, and there's a vent hole underneath this thing to let the sand and stuff go out. Now the vent hole is going backwards, so when you're going forwards, the vent hole should be fine, right? If you happen to be doing a lot of backwards driving, well, it might be a scoop, but regardless, it is there to let the sand out of the chassis. The hubs appear to be the new revised version that they made for the X-Max, okay? So the rear hubs are an all new design, but the fronts appear to be the large bearing new version Traxxas X-Max hubs. As time went on with the X-Max, they started producing parts for it. The wide X-Max, those new hubs I talked about, and all these steering components and this and that. Well, guess what? They were building them for this thing, the XRT. That's got basically a full wide X-Max setup on it, axle shafts, the axle stubs, all that stuff appear to be the same as the wide X-Max. As best I can tell, the diffs are standard X-Max diffs with a metal diff cup on the center. That's good. The body mount is a clipless design that we've been seeing on all the new Traxxas trucks. The X-Max kind of started that, but the way the X-Max goes together, you land wrong, boom, body pops right off like every time, right? The Sledge, the body comes in differently and clips. On the crawlers at the TRX4, the new Bronco, it clips straight down. And that's what they did with the XRT. So yeah, should be pretty darn awesome, right? Hope it stays. Looking at the bottom of the chassis, you can see where the LCG comes in. I mean, these battery pods underneath are almost lower than the bulkheads. I mean, they're as low as you're going to get, and that is for race handling. Yeah. The battery pockets and hold downs, standard issue for Traxxas now. Pop your battery in, pop it down, slide it, lock it, and it's got the little body clip thing that goes in there to help hold them in place, just like they did with the Sledge. Check out the side shot of the XRT versus the X-Max. Huge. Got a big monster truck in the X-Max, which is known for being awesome, and now you've got this, a race truck with X-Max parts. On the back of it, it's got the awesome Traxxas carrying handle. Excuse me. Wheelie bar. Yeah, now the Sledge does not have that. Yeah, I need to get one. The spur gear and top shaft look like pretty much standard X-Max stuff. This particular one comes with a 50-tooth spur gear on the cush drive, so pretty simple. Check out these tires, guys. Okay, these are a race-inspired close grip tire. These should be really awesome on every hard packed track. But as we get this thing and as we put it on soft sand or possibly water skipping across a river somewhere, you know, you're probably going to want something a little more aggressive. Now, from what I'm seeing on the Traxxas video and all that, you've got tires really look like they hold up well. So hopefully we'll finally have some stock Traxxas tires that can actually take the abuse. Let's hope. After all that, my initial thoughts are, I'm expecting the Arma boys to go crying again, just like when they put out the sledge. I have Arma, I have Traxxas, I have Associated, I have Axial, I've got Team Corley, I've got all kinds of brands. I'm absolutely excited to see this thing come to market. I mean, really, I'm really excited. Hopefully, the motor and all in there leaves enough room so we can put our big motors in, because you know we're going to do that, right? I like that the X-Max driveline seems to be directly compatible. This means that there's a lot of aftermarket parts already ready to go. And as far as the rear hub design, they said, from what I understand, that is backwards compatible to the X-Max. So maybe we already have all the big triple bearing hubs and all that ready to go as well. Now, if these are the new Traxxas hubs and they've got that large inner bearing, you may not need a triple bearing hub, right? Was it RC Driver Online? If you watch his video, the guy, he is really, really good at opening these things up. He's got an excellent video. I'll link that down below for you guys. He actually broke the steering link and went from his wide X-Max, put it right on. So that just further goes to say that there are parts and pieces that are directly compatible, which is a huge bonus. Hopefully I touched on everything. I mean, the radio is standard, you know, Traxxas radio TQI. Nothing special there. I can't wait to get one. If you're asking, okay, if you're wondering, EXO, when are you going to get one? Well, I'm not good enough to get these kind of trucks early. Sorry, guys. But maybe one day I will be, because I would like to be at that level one day. And I've been trying, believe me. But regardless of that, I'm probably going to get it at my local hobby shop, since the way Traxxas has been working lately, that kind of seems to be the way they go. So I've already called my local shop and I said, put my name on one. As soon as you get one in, I want to be the #1 on that. And when that happens, I'll probably take a vacation day so I can try to be late again on videos like I always am, because everybody else always gets them early. Traxxas. But anyway, guys, hopefully you guys liked the video. Check that description. I'll link up RC Driver Online and Traxxas as well, so you guys can check out those videos. And hey, I'm ready. I'm ready to throw down another $1,000. Yeah. Be number 78 RCs for me now. Anyway, guys, check that description, use those links, hit that subscribe and ring that bell. I'm going to shut up and go sit down and start editing. Guys, catch you later. If you're still watching, you are top shelf. You are the cream of the crop, the pick of the litter. You are phenomenal. Thank you for watching to the end of the video. It means a lot to me. Now, down below, there are links for the products you see, also for channel memberships. If you guys want to be a part, channel members get early viewing on pretty much everything that I can. So guys, check that description. There's a lot of info down there. Thank you all for watching.